different. Find what works for you.
And like that leads to a good point actually, in that you have to actively look for that thing that works for you. Because have I mentioned how much I hate exercise? I don't know if I've mentioned it enough this season.
Yeah, once or twice it's come up, definitely.
Yeah, but I haven't been around much this season, so I haven't mentioned it enough. But my point is, I dislike it, and I realized that exercise can help me concentrate, and so I looked for ways to do it that worked for me, and that meant trying boxing. That meant doing Pilates to fix my posture. You know, I have realized that I don't like things like cycling or running because I find them too passive. You can give me a podcast to listen to, I'm still bored shitless. And a lot of people, particularly when you have things like ADHD, you need something that works your mind and body at the same time. And that's why stuff like martial arts, like boxing, like yoga, like Pilates is very good for that, because you have to consciously think about how your body is positioned. And if you're not conscious about that, you're probably going to collapse, or your punch is going to be terrible, or you might injure yourself because you're not standing right. And also, you have to make sure that you are conscious of your posture, because if you're not conscious of your posture, it can mean that you're not doing the moves properly and therefore they're less effective. And I think actually that might be one of the best forms of rest, just because it is working mind and body at the same time, and it will help you sleep better because you've worked in both. And one of the downsides to being a writer or having a day job, and particularly from working from home, whether that's for someone else or being self-employed, is that we spend a lot of time sitting in chairs just like these. And quite often day jobs don't give you very good quality chairs, or we get ourselves a cheap one from certain stores and they don't offer us support in the right place. And so then our joints get worse, and our minds, because we're not getting enough outside stimuli, feel scatterbrained. And so actually, I think this key is to find, like what I mentioned with flow, it's that balance between doing something challenging and doing something fun. It has to be both, and not completely outside of your comfort zone that you're rocking backwards and forwards as a nervous wreck, but you're excited to tackle that challenge.